and I have Antoinette is at 6. So good job, ladies. I just wanted to make sure because, like I said, for some reason my office is not letting me log in right now, so I wanted to double check with you guys. So yeah, I have Antoinette at 6, Michelle is at 4, and Sonia is at 2.
Awesome. Okay, let me look at mine real quick. I have Julie's at 4, Claire is at 4, and her husband or her fiance is at 2. So the combined 6, but she's not at 6 on her account yet. Let's see, who else? Bridget's at 2. Oh, I didn't open her up. Let's see if anyone down here has anything. Nope, we're good. Clarabelle's at 2, and she actually has a new coach, Becky, who is at SC4.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so we got a lot of people who are close, and it is August 18th, so we're just over halfway into the month, so still plenty of time. And so tonight, Laurel and I really wanted to talk about August and the fact that August is a difficult month for Beachbody coaches. It just is. It's back to school, so people are running around trying to get school supplies and schedules and uniforms and all that kind of stuff. So, a lot of objections start coming up with back to school costs adding up. Plus they're just so busy trying to get back to schedules. So it is a very difficult month in Beachbody world. So, one thing we wanted to really, and excuse my Snuggie, I know it's super sexy, but I'm freezing out here. So we, it can be very difficult as a coach to come out of such a high from Summit and July, because June and July are peak months for Beachbody. It's summertime. Everyone's walking around in bathing suits and they want to feel good, right? So what are they trying to do? They're trying to get healthy. So they're ordering exercise videos and want to drink Shakeology, and they're all on board. Well, August hits, especially for teachers. Most teachers, we get lump sums in June to hold us out paycheck-wise until August. So once August rolls around, money has dried up and, you're like, when is payday? So a lot of teachers don't have the funds right now. So that's another one of our big markets, right? So it can be really difficult. You come out of July. I know for me, I had a combined SC 20 something last month, and that was with Summit in there and everything. With traveling, I still hit SC 10 on both of my accounts. Well, that's probably, going to be a lot harder to get in August. And yeah, it's only 1 month later, but it makes a big difference. So Laurel and I wanted to just talk today about, how to not get discouraged and the things you can do in August that will keep you motivated and keep you focused and help you out come September. So Laurel, did you want to talk about anything right off the bat?
Sure. So yeah, that's definitely, Shannon hit the nail on the head. You guys will see as you work your first year of the business, you're going to find what months work really, or what months are really our high peak months and what months are lower months. And then you're also going to kind of find with your specific niche, because that can also kind of play a factor into, when your peak months are and when they are. And just like Shannon said, for her, she's a teacher, so she works with a lot of teachers. She talks to a lot of teachers. So, for her, there's a lot of teachers who are struggling right now. So that specific niche right there, those people may not be the ones that are going to get her to Success Club in August. So you guys know in this business that everything we do to everything, we sow today, we're going to reap tomorrow. Well, really more like everything we sow this month, we're going to reap next month. We kind of see the, fruits of our labor in the following month. So I know that this month is hard. It is for me too. And I think that's kind of why they do Team Cup like for August because they know that it's a hard month. So they kind of want to have that little extra push. They want to have that little extra healthy competition to kind of keep the momentum going and give us some extra incentive to keep going. So you guys know, we all kind of set these big goals. I set a goal for Success Club 20, and I know that a lot can happen in 2 weeks in Beachbody world. I mean, that's a lot of time for Beachbody, but at the same time, I also am feeling out this month and I'm seeing how it's going, and I'm seeing that it's not just for me, it's for like everybody across. I mean, I'm even hearing, top coaches who are like, man, August is rough for me. Like my upline, Melissa McAllister, Millionaires Club, is like posting in our group, like, dude, it's a rough month. It's hard out here in the streets, y'all. Like she is struggling. So just know, first of all, I know that it's easy to get discouraged, but know that first off the bat that you're not the only one struggling. Like I said, there's top coaches out there who are struggling right now. So please don't feel like it's something that you're doing specifically, that you're not seeing results right now because of something you are or aren't doing. Just know that it's kind of a universal thing this month. And that always kind of helps me calm down, just knowing that, oh, okay, when you feel like it's all you and it's everything you're doing, you take it a lot more personally. You take it, it's a lot harder. It's a lot harder of a pill to swallow. But not that we love to see other people struggling too, but you just feel less alone when you know that, okay, it's not me, it's universal. And so know that. And then also know that there's other things that you can be doing that, we can set ourselves up for next month. And I know that we always say, like, don't stop focusing on Success Club and don't stop focusing on this month until the month is over. And that's absolutely true. We don't want you guys to just say, okay, well, I'm not going to hit my goals like I set for Team Cup. Like, I'm not going to say, well, I'm not going to hit 20. So, I'm just going to do this instead. But what I am going to do is I'm going to, make sure that I get my Success Club 10 at least. I'm still going to push for 20. That's a given. But I'm definitely going to make sure I get 10 in the bag. And then I'm going to go through all of my, every coach, every discount coach, every single past challenger that I've worked with, and really put a lot of time and focus into, touching base with all of those people, touching base with, my discount coaches, and maybe seeing if they're at a place in their life where they're ready to actually start coaching now. Talk to past challengers who have told me before that, they may want to start coaching in the future, and talk to them and say, hey, do you think that right now is a time that you would want to start coaching? And even if they don't want to sign on with that challenge pack, even if they just want to sign up, or for my discount coaches, if one of them says, all right, yeah, I'm ready to start working, then I'm getting a really good size Coach Basics group for September. So I'm getting myself set up to get my team building going in September, to get that team volume and that team growth going in September. I'm going through all my lists of, people who have been giving me objections this month and, last month, and getting ready to reach out to them for September. So really just kind of setting yourself up for success, doing a lot of the behind the scenes work. That, like, this is a really good time to do that. It's kind of like our downtime. I mean, I know that we need to be inviting and getting to Success Club, and we're not going to stop until we do that. But we also know that we can only invite so many people in a day. We can only, follow up with, we're not going to follow up with the same people today that we did 3 days ago, because that's our number one rule in Beachbody, is we don't pester people like that. So we give people their time. And even though we're kind of desperate right now, we're not going to jump down people's throats and, follow up like crazy like that. So once, all of your legwork for Success Club is done, and you're sitting there twiddling your thumbs and saying, gosh, like, freaking out about Success Club, don't freak out about it. Just know that there's so many other things that you can do to be successful in your business that don't necessarily mean winning the Los Angeles trip on the Team Cup. It's okay. We're not going to Los Angeles, guys. I'll tell you that right now, but that's okay. Don't get discouraged. Hey, I'm going to be happy if I get a selfie stick. Seriously. I'm like, I'm going to take that $12 selfie stick and I'm going to be taking pictures all over the place with it. Like I earned this, because we worked hard for that selfie stick this month. But seriously though, so just remember that, there are other things that you can be doing in your business that are going to help your business. And we need to remember to keep on doing those, because when we're not doing those things, when we're just so stressed out about Success Club, when we're freaking out like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to hit it, I'm not going to hit it, is we do kind of let the rest of our business crumble because we're just so worried about that Success Club, that we are forgetting to do all of the other vital behaviors and all of the other things that we need to do in order to run a successful business. So yeah, make sure that you're doing those vital behaviors every day, that you are doing, tons of behind the scenes work where you're reaching out to those, like I said, discount coaches. I have so many past challengers who have been telling me they're going to sign up to coach, and all of them want to sign on with the $40 sign-on fee. None of them want to do the challenge pack. And of course I'm sitting here like, come on, somebody get size. It's awesome. But nobody wants to do it. But that's okay, because when I get to that like ugly side of myself in my business where I'm just like, oh my God, they won't sign on the challenge pack. What the heck, blah, blah, blah. Like it's defeating the purpose of, why I chose to be a coach. And it lowers your frequency. Like it just brings it down and it brings your energy down, and it kind of just makes you get really like frustrated, with the business. And I know that right now is an easy time to do that. So
and Laurel, I think you're touching on a really good point too so yeah, maybe they only want to sign on with the $40 business fee, but there's other ways to move your business forward that maybe aren't Success Club point related, but are still going to help your volume, are going to be helping people first and foremost reach their goals. And then in turn, by doing those things, you will most likely end up getting to your Success Club point goal. So maybe that one person, Laurel has a few coaches who only want to sign up for the $40 fee. Well, that's fine. If they decide, maybe in a week, they're like, oh, you know what? I do want a challenge pack. Well, if they order a challenge pack within 30 days, then Laurel will still get those points from it. So you never know. You never want to discount someone or something. So I've had people before who want to order just a program. So they order just a program, or they just want to do, just try Beachbody On Demand trial. Okay, great. Do the 30-day free trial. And then a week into, they're like, oh my gosh, I love it so much. Sign me up for a challenge pack. I want to do Shakeology. I want to go full in. So just because you don't get that initial challenge pack off the bat doesn't mean that you can't still help the person, and that is not going to still help move you in the direction of your goals. So, like Laurel said, you can't just get that so focused on your goal that you lose sight of helping the person. So I think that's a really good point that she was bringing up. And, just keep doing your vitals and reaching out to people. So you have to be doing those invites every day. I know I fell behind on my invites. So tonight I'm going to send out like 15 because I haven't done them for the last 3 days. So I need to send out 15 invites tonight. Digging deep. Laurel talked about that. Dig deep. Look back at all your past contacts. So people who in the past said not now or follow up with me, maybe go back and see if now's a better time. Or if they said, oh, I'm doing Advocare or I'm doing It Works, then go back and say, hey, how is that working out for you? What are you liking about it? I'm reading a new book called The Go-Giver, which was recommended by, I'm so bad at names. Laurel's way better at that than I am. Like when people talk, she's like, oh, so-and-so said that. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I believe you. But so someone important was saying that Go-Giver is a really good book. And so I've been listening to it on Audible. And one thing that really stuck with me the other day was they were saying, and we preach this to you guys all the time, don't ever talk bad about another company or competitor. But even more than that, they say, you can even talk highly of a competitor, and it just makes you look that much better when you do that. So I actually had someone who was like, okay, on Monday, follow up with me. I'm going to sign up to do the challenge pack. Followed up with her on Monday, and she's like, oh, well, since we talked, my friend's been talking to me about Advocare. And so what's the benefit of what you have compared to Advocare? So like, you know, every fiber in me want to be like, oh my God, don't do Advocare, you know, but that's just going to make me look bad, you know? So I'm not going to do that. So basically what I told her was what Beachbody had to offer, what I had to offer as a coach. And I said, I'm sure Advocare has great products too. I don't know much about what they have. I do have customers who are also Advocare reps and they enjoy our workouts, but they also enjoy Advocare products. And I left it at that, you know, so I'm going to follow up with her today and see what she decided. And who knows, you know, but at the same time, you don't want someone who, you don't want to like have to pull somebody over to you. If they want to go with another product or another thing, that's fine. So, but, you know, dig deep into those contacts, see about people who said they were going with something else, see how it's working out for them and be genuine. Don't see how it's working out to see like, oh, well, how'd you like it? It really sucked, right? No, just see like, how did you like it? You know, how's it working for you? Oh, that's good to know. And just having that, you know, concern with them, that'll mean a lot to people. So have genuine interest in people. So pouring into your current challengers that you have too, you know, some of those challengers could convert to some of your best coaches. So if you're not getting a whole lot of traction with invites right now, look at the challengers you do have and pour a lot into them right now. Really work closely with them and see how you can help them and where they're succeeding and where they're struggling. And then like Laura was saying too, work with those coaches, look at your discount coaches and coaches who are inactive and all that kind of stuff. See if they're ready to get started. And your new coaches, a lot of you signed a lot of new coaches. Michelle, I know you signed a bunch of new coaches. So reach out to them and see like, okay, how can I help you? Let's get started. And I swear guys, I really am trying to get that new coach basics up and going. It is just such a bear and I'm like completely swamped. So maybe between Laurel and I, although we're both completely swamped, it might be a team effort, guys. We might be outsourcing this. So we'll see. We might be calling on one of you to be like, hey, can you make that group for us? So
I see. That's what I should assign Jet to do. He's always asking me, what can I do to help you? That's what I need to have him do. Put that together for us.
Put him in the group and be like, make this in a new group.
Yeah, exactly. Because seriously, we've got a lot going on. And not that we don't want to get it up for you guys, because we really do, because I know that it'll really help you guys and it'll help with new coaches and trainings and all that. But yeah, but you really never know with your discount coaches. One thing that I know Melanie Mitro just started doing was with discount coaches, she started sending out with MailChimp. Like I was telling you guys, we've both been telling you a little bit about MailChimp. And so what she does is she just has in her MailChimp, like she has a group of just her discount coaches. And then once a month, like the third week into the month, she'll send out like a newsletter type thing to just those discount coaches that will say, you know, hey, I just wanted to see how you're liking the challenge group, because if they're your discount coaches, you're just helping them with fitness goals. I know that you're loving the product, blah, 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 whatever. I just wanted to inform you that I have an upcoming Coach Basics group starting on this date, and it'll be like the first week of the month. And then she'll invite them, you know, in case you've changed your mind about coaching, I just wanted to let you know that there is a new coach mentorship coming up, and I would love to mentor you if you are interested in working your business now. And she sends a letter like that once a month, every month, to her discount coaches, just to let them know, like, you know, I am running a Coach Basics, just to keep it fresh in their mind. And so, you know, you can do that. And then like Shannon and I were saying too, like just reach out one-on-one to everybody to make sure that you're reaching out, you're digging deep with everybody. And of course that we're, you know, promoting these new products. But I know that it's hard. It's hard this month, especially with, you know, the new products. Like I'm loving the performance line, but it's just really hard for, you know, me with everybody that I work with. They're not supplement people. So even though I'm sitting here like, it's NSF certified and all this, they're like, what the heck does that mean? And that's too expensive. And I just want to work out. I don't really need to get energized before I do. And so, it's hard, but keep on talking about it because you never do know who's listening. Like, I had a random guy who lives here in Gainesville who is friends of a friend of mine who actually ended up messaging me and was like, look, I don't want any of that shake stuff. I don't really want to do workout DVDs, but I saw one of your posts about those supplements and I do want to know more about that. And so I was like, okay, never talked to the guy in my life. He just happened to see my post on through a friend. And he's a supplement guy. And, so you really never know. So even though sometimes you feel like you're just talking to nobody when you're making those sometimes you get 2 likes on a post and you're like, oh my gosh, who's listening to me? It's our job to keep on talking about it because you really, 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 really never know who is listening. And even if they're not liking your post or commenting on it, like I said, that guy had never liked or commented on one of my posts ever. I never even knew that he was on my radar, not once. He hadn't reached out to me. I never would have reached out to him ever. So you never know who those posts are, who's seeing those posts, and when they're going to take the time to reach out to you if you haven't reached out to them already. So like I said, sometimes it feels like you're talking to a brick wall, especially if you're new in your business. As you keep going, you start to gain more of a following and you start to get a lot more likes on your photos and you start to get a lot more people, commenting. But really at the end of the day, it doesn't, just because someone's getting 250 likes on a photo, it doesn't mean they're getting challenge pack sales out of that. You could get 1 like out of a photo and get 3 challenge pack sales off that 1 like, and somebody could get 250 likes on a photo and get 0 challenge pack sales. You never. So don't think that just because you're not getting a lot of people liking your stuff or whatever right away, that means that nobody's paying attention, and that you should stop talking about it or stop posting about it. Because I know that's one thing that, coaches do go through is they get really nervous about, your ego gets a little bruised if nobody's liking your stuff, if nobody's paying attention to it, and you get kind of butthurt and you're like, oh my God, I should just stop talking about this because obviously nobody likes it and nobody's paying attention. So just remember that none of that matters and keep on talking about it because the more you talk about it, the more attention people will start to pay to it.
Yeah, no, I think we covered all the things we wanted. So the last thing we'll leave you with here is, use August. This is a great time to set yourself up a routine and a schedule to really organize yourself. So, it's a slow month as far as sales go. So you can kind of slow down yourself a little bit and really figure out what kind of system is going to work for you. So if you're one of these people like me, I always have these great ideas that never actually happen, right? So this would be a great time where if you were like, oh, I'm totally going to make an Excel spreadsheet to track my challengers. Well, now you have some time to do that, right? So make that Excel spreadsheet or set up that Google Calendar. For me, I'm using this time to get my office set up, that kind of stuff. So, when you're sending those invites out and then nobody's talking back to you, that's freeing up time, right? Because you're still going to be sending invites, you're still going to be following up and all that, but you're not having conversations as much, or you're getting a lot of, no, not right now, check back in September. Okay, moving on to the next person. So you have some extra time on your hands as far as cutting down on conversations. So get yourself organized, get yourself on a routine, focus on yourself a little bit, focus on your journey, get those workouts in, get your nutrition dialed in, and then start posting about it. Show people what you're doing. Oh yeah, my Christmas tree, thanks. I know one of my friends was like, you should decorate it all season long for every holiday, I was like, yeah, again, another great idea that I'll probably never do. So, that's my thing. I have all these great ideas and one day I'm going to have a true assistant that I can be like, go do this. Husband's not on board with being my assistant yet. So,
yeah, I've already started a list of all the things that I really hate to do that my assistant is going to do one day. Like I have an assistant list for like the day that I'm able to hire an assistant. I'm not even going to freak out about like, what is this assistant going to do? Because I'm going to have a whole list of like, here's your job description. This is what you're doing.
Yes, that's me. I have it all planned.
Yeah.
So like I'm looking at my whiteboard right now thinking like, I don't like half of it is all smudged off from Ainsley. And I'm like, oh God, like I just need to put like my whiteboard together. Yes. Laundry, like stuff like that. So get yourself in order, take August, take these last 2 weeks, continue to work on your goals, work on yourself and get yourself in order. Post about your journey, post, motivational stuff every day, post your workout, post, whatever your thing is, really dive deep into it and share it with people. So that come September, when they are ready, all those people who said, follow up in September, no, next month is better. Well, now they've been following you and they're really ready for September because you're not just going to pop back up in September, but you're going to have been popping up in their newsfeed the entire time, kind of reminding them with a recipe and a motivational quote and a workout video and a transformation story and, all these little things throughout the next couple of weeks to where come September, they're going to go, oh my gosh, I remember all those things Sonia was posting and it was so helpful. I'm ready to do it now, so work on yourself, get organized, get into a routine and a schedule. And you're really going to set yourself up for September. I know when I did Hustle and Heart and we were sending invites like crazy, all that blossomed like a month later. And that is when, I was hitting way big numbers and signing tons of coaches was because all that effort that I put in that month paid off. So what you do now is going to pay off. I know it's really hard when you're just hearing a lot of negativity and a lot of no's. It's a slow month, but it gets better, I promise. We have peaks and valleys. This is a valley. So I don't have anything else. Anyone have anything they want to share or anything? No.
I think that's it. Y'all are doing an awesome job. Just remember to breathe, keep your head in the game, get through the month and know that you're all kicking butt.
Yes, you can all do it. Whatever you set your mind to, your goal, whether it's a personal goal with your fitness or a business goal, you guys can achieve it this month, I promise you. And just keep sharing on Facebook because that's those people are watching. Like Laurel said, you never know who's watching you. I have people all the time who message me who, like Laurel said, they weren't even on my radar. I don't interact with, because, the people we see on Facebook aren't other people who see us. So your newsfeed is not reflective of other people's news feeds at all. And so I have people who contact me who say, oh my gosh, I love seeing your posts every day. And I'm like, I don't even know who you are. Okay, thanks. And so you never know who's watching, who you're inspiring. So keep doing your thing, keep inspiring people. And, it's all going to pay off in such big ways, in so many ways. Okay, that's all I got. I promise I'm going to stop talking now.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, have a good night, guys. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.